Hello and welcome back to Natural State Inversion. My name's Ross, and man, I doubt you even remember my name or even the name of the channel. I haven't seen you in like a week, it feels like. I think it has been a week. But in that 7 days, I've got something pretty spicy put together. So what we're going to look at is, if you didn't know already, I am a member or a patron of Rudy. I joined back in 2020, I guess the end of 2019, and it you can get booster boxes for a really good price. So that's the reason why I joined. But you also get his monthly, update or whatever. Today we're going to go over his March 2022 mid-month update. So basically he lays it on us here at the end, but we'll go over not the entire update, because he does update on some sorcery, the new TCG that's coming out. Also hits on Fab and Pokemon, but I've deleted all those, and we're just going to go over the Magic stuff. March 2022 mid-month updates. You can see here it's just copied and paste in my notepad. So, time to relax and dive into the Rudy thought process. Read the entire post, trust me. Trust me, it's pretty interesting. Stock markets and world events remain volatile, with fear running wild that a recession and a crash is coming. Most people appear to be spending less and have a lot of concern about inflation, gas prices, food prices, everything else. I feel we are in a moment in time where most people are not buying or adding to any positions. I agree. Personally, I'm not doing that. I'm kind of holding where I'm at, paying off some debt, and then we're going to see where we're at. But the worst crashes in history tend to be the unexpected and the unpredictable ones. And it's not when most people say, it's coming, it's coming. So, who knows what he's alluding to, really? But I would think that basically he's saying it's a toss-up. There's a war going on right now. That's, who knows what's going to go on with that. We have our own problems over here domestically that we have to take care of. Politically, we have things that we need to overcome. And, there's just a lot of unknowns. And you never know when the next spike or the next dip is coming. So you got to buy in the dip to avoid from getting screwed, right? So Magic the Gathering. Magic continues to be the slow and steady wins the long game type approach. With all the swinging prices and fear, almost all Bronze Era sealed Magic boxes are moving higher, and it's going very quietly. So these are the War of the Spark, M19, M20, Rivals, Dominaria, Guilds, Allegiances, Amonkhet. Magic the Gathering Reserve List. He notes big ticket items are not appreciating much at all, and cheap reserve list cards and third tier reserve list cards continue to see the most activity. The Dark Alliances, Revised, Ice Age, and I believe many of these transactions are new people wanting to be a part of the reserve list era, and they will likely see profits as prices drift higher, and they will transition with more expensive cards after getting that taste of profit. And that is true. Magic the Gathering Kamigawa collectors. I can't get any more supply from distribution, and I expect the $230, $250 price range to be the bottom due to how well engineered the box is. I'm trying to buy some large quantities from some of the big stores in the US for the $220 range to offer to patrons in the future, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. So basically, like I said, when I was opening that Kamigawa collector's box, I knew I was going to regret opening that thing because it was so good. If you can get one for the 220 to 250, even 260, it might be good to just open and enjoy. Or you could sit on it and you probably see some profit in the future. Here I highlighted in red Magic the Gathering set versus draft boxes. Wizards of the Coast and Mark Rosewater have confirmed set boxes are now outselling draft boxes. I expect the 5-year plan to phase out draft boxes to continue. Wow. That's a big deal. Mark Rosewater has confirmed it, and, money talks. And that's the way these guys think, ultimately. So I agree. They're probably going to be phasing out draft boxes or very, very low print run draft boxes going to maybe WPN stores or something like that. Magic the Gathering 2022. And this is some spicy stuff coming later this year, guys. Magic the Gathering 2022. Kamigawa set a strong tone for the year. With the products coming, I expect Magic to shatter records everywhere and have a blowout year. I've increased my personal position in Hasbro corporate stock, which we'll note later. I will continue to buy Hasbro stock for myself on any price dip. Magic sets that will be offered to the patrons at release date in 2022. Commander Legends 2 Battle for Baldur's Gate, June 10th. That set is going to be sick. I hope they bring back Party, personally, because they did not bring enough support in Zendikar. And that would be about the time frame where they would release Zendikar and be crafting Commander Legends 2 and, kind of seeing how Party worked. So maybe they're going to come out with some cool stuff there. And also, last Commander Legends set we had freaking Jeweled Lotus, all those etched cards, all the cool commanders. Guys, I think that's going to be crazy cool. Unfinity, yeah, that's going to be sick too. Dominaria United, Double Masters 2, somewhere in there, it needs to state that Ross isn't going to have enough money for any of this. Double Masters 2 VIP Collector, yeah, that's going to be pretty wild. I bet those are going to be about $500 a box out the gate. The Brothers War, Jumpstart 2, which I'm very, very excited about as well. Universes Beyond Warhammer 40K. I don't really know what to expect for the Universes Beyond, but Rudy says, I expect huge success and all kinds of chase cards, parallel cards, serialized cards, and surprises. This is super cool too. Alpha Investments 6.9 year anniversary launch. This is becoming the speculation center of the internet, and I'm here to ride that pony. I'm going all out on this product and pushing it to the extreme. I want it to be so over the top, it gets covered on every private Facebook group, Discord, YouTube channel in the industry. So I'm trying to help you out there. This item will have a lot of components inside it. It is packaged like a From the Vault product with magnetic closing lids. This is an actual sealed product with actual holographic seals that say Alpha Investments. And they change color and go void once tampered with. Estimated final cost to produce all items inside could top $700,000. So this guy's dropped $750,000 to make this product, and depending on the finalized versions next month. The Magic the Gathering component is the most expensive, followed by the Flesh and Blood items, then MetaZoo, and accessory item. This item represents a celebration of the CCG world in 6.9 years on YouTube. So 69, brother. Target launch date is the end of April of 2022. So that is coming up very soon. Price point is undecided, but the original idea was $699.69. Gem Keeper discount is valid on this item. I'm not a Gem Keeper, but that is sick. So in conclusion, the world continues to be unpredictable and more volatile than ever. Prices on food and fuel continue to hit record highs, and rent and housing continues to push higher. Personally, think that we will see a level off of inflation and housing prices in the coming year, caused by tons of interest rate increases from the federal government and the Federal Reserve. Keep in mind, 2 years ago was the crash of 2020. That was just 2 years ago, and that was a huge crash. We're still coming out of the equity housing collectible crash. I personally do not expect a repeat. I expect the fear of another crash to hold back most normal working people. I expect the fear of another variant or war to hold back most people from making large purchases or investments. I expect by the time that fear cools off, stock prices and collectible prices will be at record highs again. I expect the public to continue to judge me based on the price swings on any item I sell in short term, focusing on the highest on any item that drops in price as fuel to direct anger. Yeah, so he's talking about him selling stuff and then people complaining, oh man, it just went to zero and blah, blah, blah. Like, how does he control that? He doesn't. I expect the public to ignore any positive events or success stories that could place anyone in a positive light, which that's hilarious because he's saying that everyone is just so negative that that's just people. I expect most people will never ever experience investing success because they don't have the patience to wait. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, if you look back on history, the most often times that people fail, and when the most successful people fail, it's because they didn't have patience. Many times the best financial choice is to wait and to do nothing at all. Failing and being wrong is an important component of life. Regrets and fear will haunt you forever. I'm assisting Altifox Capital. That is the big freaking boom mic drop. I was like, I'm assisting Altifox Capital. What is this? What is this craziness? Rudy, love you, man. But who is Altifox Capital? So let's see who they are. If you look up Altifox Capital, it should pull it up here. So it'll come up to this Altifox Capital, beautiful chessboard, whatever. And this is actually the most recent news. Altifox Capital Management nominates 5 highly qualified and independent candidates for election to Hasbro's board of directors. So immediately I'm thinking, okay, yeah, because a while back they were talking about trying to split Hasbro and Wizards, right? Because of, corporate bad decisions, basically. So you click on this this article here, and they issue a letter to shareholders making the case for boardroom change following years of disappointing results, poor governance, and questionable disclosure practices under the brand blueprint strategy. It sees a 3-year path to reaching $200 a share for price as a refreshed board, new strategy, improved capital allocation, and the separation of Wizards of the Coast. So separation of Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. And if you go back to the patron message here, he talked about, I have increased my personal position in Hasbro corporate stock. I will continue to buy Hasbro stock for myself on any price dip. I mean, come on. That is what he's talking about. So he's assisting Altifox Capital. Now, I'm not a very good explainer. I'm just trying to kind of give you the idea of, what he's doing. So let's do a little video here. I think that this is probably going to help a lot more than me trying to explain it.
Hi, My name is Connor Haley, and I'm the founder and managing partner of AltaFox Capital Management, a registered investment firm with a strong track record of identifying exceptional businesses. Historically, AltaFox...
So basically, AltaFox Capital is this dude, and he identifies exceptional businesses. And, you know, if you look at his track record, it actually is good. I've actually looked at it.
...has collaborated with management teams and boards to create long-term shareholder value. On occasion, however, we have highlighted hidden value and successfully defended shareholders from poor corporate governance. AltaFox has spent a significant amount of time and resources researching Hasbro.
So poor corporate governance is basically whenever the corporate entities on the board of directors are making bad decisions that are not netting the shareholders the gains that they deserve and that they theoretically would have if the company would have performed in the way that they had planned that it was going to.
Believes that the company faces a structural misperception in the market today and suffers from poor corporate governance. Most investors perceive Hasbro as a mature, slow-growth toy business. While Hasbro's consumer business is durable and produces significant free cash flow, most investors fail to realize that the vast majority of Hasbro's intrinsic value, we estimate about 71%, comes from a vertical that is very different from the legacy toy business, Wizards of the Coast.
Holy moly. 71%. That's insane. So he's saying that everybody sees Hasbro as this toy company. They make toys, board games, blah, blah, blah. But no, they actually make some bank. And 71% of that bank is being made by Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards of the Coast is one of the most impressive business models we have ever analyzed. Their key franchises, Magic the Gathering and Dungeons & Dragons, have had maniacal fans for decades and exhibit dominant network effects, pricing power, and secular growth characteristics.
We are the maniacal fans.
Moreover, Wizards has had a double-digit revenue CAGR for the last decade and is increasingly digital. In the last 12 months, Wizards grew revenue 42% with a 47% EBITDA margin. With improvements in corporate governance, capital allocation, and disclosure, we believe Hasbro's stock price would be worth more than $200 per share.
So there you go. He's saying that if they have analyzed this and they have done this for other businesses, and they analyze and they think that it should be at $200 a share. It's only $100.
Approximately double the current price. AltaFox is campaigning for a renewed board of directors to oversee a tax-free spinoff of Wizards of the Coast to maximize value for all stakeholders.
Are y'all getting hyped? Like, let's go. You know, let Hasbro do their thing. Let Wizards of the Coast make some money.
Despite our best efforts to collaborate with Hasbro's current board, they insist on doubling down on what they call the brand blueprint strategy, which is what we call empire building without financial discipline.
Empire building without financial discipline.
This strategy has misappropriated billions of dollars of capital. It has also failed shareholders of the last 5 years, as Hasbro shares have underperformed the S&P 500 by over 100%.
Ouch.
Have been overpaid for this underperformance, collecting approximately $184 million over the last 5 years alone. AltaFox is a top 10 Hasbro shareholder and has nominated 5 highly qualified independent nominees to replace underperforming Hasbro directors. We look forward to engaging with investors, gamers, and all other stakeholders in the weeks to come about the future strategic direction of Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast.
Okay, so he's saying that they're wanting to negotiate and try to get to a point where Hasbro and their old school, you know, ivory tower dudes will kind of conform and allow Wizards of the Coast to do their thing, but ultimately it's going to be best for them if they do that. And now the big bomb driver, you know, is Rudy's involved. So yeah, he's just throwing his hat in. Maybe he's one of the ones that's nominated. Who knows? Let's throw some speculation. Throw it down in the comments. Thanks for stopping by. This has been Natural State Inversion. Check out my other stuff. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by and have a good one.